Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, beloved Earth Angelics of the 144. I'm Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. I'm going to shoot a short video here today, a quick update on this powerful Earth change as Hurricane Ian reaches landfall. You could see here in this video live feed of the hurricane in Florida. It has reached landfall, massive winds being reported up to 150 miles an hour. You can see down here Punta Gorda, Florida, this live feed, massive winds. We're going to send our prayers, our blessings, our love, our healing energy to all of our people suffering due to these great earth changes, and we're going to surround our people in our land with our bubble of white light, of angelic light. Today is September 28, 2022. This is one of the most intense hurricanes that have reached land. There's tornado watch, as you can see, in all these different counties in Florida. We have massive winds. Like I said, reporting up to 150 miles an hour. Here's this live cam is in Punta Gorda, Florida. I have friends in Fort Myers, Sarasota, Orlando. I know some of the most intense here in the red, Port Charlotte. I saw footage in Fort Myers. Someone sent a shark swimming through the streets. This is, some of my friends that live down there say this is some of the worst worst hurricane they've witnessed in their lifetime. So we're going to send our prayers, our love. I have my double terminated crystal. Some of these intense, I know you're feeling these intense energies. This is all part of the purging, the releasing of Mother Gaia. This is a type of collective shadow work. The collective's going through a dark night of the soul, and we're feeling this. We're anchoring in the highest codes, the highest light. We're sending our love to our land, to our people, to Gaia, to our earth angelics that are anchoring in the codes in Florida and all over this world. I know there's crazy weather all over, flooding and typhoons, and our people of Asia are going through some massive changes, massive activations. Here we have, I'm going to show you the Schumann charts here, massive energies coming in. You see in this big white blast here, 40 hertz. And we have this black band here, that's like a time leap or a voided out space. This could be a reset, an energetic reset. This could be a timeline merge, a timeline leap. That symbolize many things, but we know we're going into the 0 point energy. We're coming out of the Hunab-Ku, the galactic core, the galactic center. I'm recording this video separate, so I'm going to try to sync up the voice as best as I can here. We had multiple blasts coming in to the Schumann's. I know there's a Earth-facing coronal hole heading towards Earth. So here we have 19 hertz, 17 hertz, 40 hertz. This is fifth dimensional energies, the energetics coming in. A good friend of mine, his name's Sumunge. Sumunge means a return of the king in African or something like that. The king shall return. He is a very brave soul. He's one of these people that flies the rescue choppers for the Coast Guard. I have several good friends over the years in the Coast Guard. He would fly into hurricanes like this. Not this intense. You can't fly a chopper in 150 mile an hour. Sometimes, I don't know all the heroic things he's done, but he's rescued many people in crazy weather like this with hurricanes. So we're sending him our love and blessing and protection. We're protecting our people in the bubble of white light. Another good friend of mine was an admiral in the Coast Guard. He spent over 30 years right out of high school. He got in. Admiral is the highest rank commandant of the Coast Guard. The United States Coast Guard is one of the most powerful branches of the military. Most people don't know this, but our Coast Guard can go into any ocean, any waters in the world. We have an agreement with every country, pretty much, I believe every country, that if anyone gives out an SOS, our Coast Guard will rescue them. And my buddy, my friend, he got hurt really bad about 6 years ago. He was captain, he was admiral, the highest rank in Coast Guard. For years, he was a captain of one of these icebreaker ships up in the Bering Strait, up by Alaska, where Alaska and Russia, they're only about 50 miles apart, and they have ships that'll break through the ice. But he was part of the team that would go after these fishing vessels that were illegally fishing in waters of the native tribes up there by Alaska, and they would warn people that, cease and desist, get out of the waters, or they're going to ram. These ships go cut through glaciers like nothing. They'll cut through it. They would. He only had to do it a couple times, but where they ram a ship, they'll cut a ship in half and then they rescue the people. But my friend could speak 10 different languages: Russian, Hebrew, many different. He worked with the KGB, the Mossad. He had some very crazy stories, but they rescued, being up there by Siberia, Bering Strait, all the Russia, Alaska. He rescued many Russians, and a lot of their ships were very antiquated, and they're working off of some of these vessels from as far back as World War II, and so they always give him vodka as a gift for rescuing them. And he, like I said, worked with the KGB. I had another friend and neighbor, Bruce, I believe his name was, who also worked for the Coast Guard. So these are some very heroic people. So we send our love and blessings to all our people that are out there, to saving lives and helping out those that are in need and desperate. And this is when our people come together in times like this, and this is part of the healing process. I know that these energies are brutal. This fear of many levels. We're feeling this on many levels in the collective, especially on our individual level, as we're working through our shadows, which is an archetype of the unconscious mind, which is like the inner conscious, it's like the void, the emptiness. It's what all energy rises out of. That's the stillness, the void, the emptiness. And we're traveling through this 0 point energy. We just came out of the galactic center, Hunab-Ku, the galactic butterfly on the Mayan Zolkin calendar. That was Keen 130. 260 days, 130 was right in the center. It is the super cell, the super center. Just like the eye of the storm, we're in the eye. We're going through the eye of the needle, and we're feeling this as we're traveling in between worlds. And Gaia's going through this process, as all her children are going through this process. So we're holding the line, holding the light with our open hearts, with our minds on new earth, on the love that is in our heart center, the Christ consciousness, the Christos, the unborn mind of Buddha, which is love. It's another word for love, unconditional love of Source Creator. I know certain words mean many things, but let's get right to the source and cut out all these concepts and the nonsense and the mind just wanting to be right. We're traveling through these paradigms and anchoring in the pure light, the clear light of bliss for all our people of this realm, our rainbow tribes of the new earth, heaven on earth. Here we have many earthquakes going off, 125 M1.5 or greater in the last 24 hours. Most powerful in Baja California, Mexico, Big Sur. That's not big, Baja California, sir. 5.4. So much energy coming in, so much information. It's hard to keep up. This was at 1:18 UTC. Look at this here, the Gulf of California, the sun, the other side. Obviously this hurricane is in the Gulf, coming up through southwest Florida, I believe up into Tampa. 26.979 latitude, 111.37137 into 73, heaven on earth. As you can see all over this realm, right in the heart of Lemuria. Pahala, Hawaii, 4.59 code, 155. Here, longitude, island of Hawaii. Hawaii, the heart of the goddess, Nanu, Lemuria. You can see the ring of fire, very active today. So all these energies flowing in, we just keep sending our love, our prayers, our blessings for all our people that are going through these great changes. This is the quickening. We are in the storm. This is the transformation of human consciousness as we're preparing for our final quantum leap of consciousness into Homo Luminous. We're anchoring in the highest light as divine alchemy from within to without, from external mirror the internal. As our heart chakra opens, it aligns all the chakras. The energy flow freely, the chi flows smoothly through the central channel into the crystalline core of Pachamama as our DNA transforms from carbon-based to crystalline-based silica. The 144, the 12 strand, 12 by 12, 144 code. And our 144,000, we have 72,000 divine feminine and 72,000 divine masculine, and we come together in Heros Gamos, both within and externally. This is code, this is synchronicities, symbolic, and the 144,000 came with us into this realm from the angelic realm, from the higher dimensions, to raise this, the vibration, the frequency, the resonance of this realm, of this timeline, of this place, of this sacred land, so we can all live in peace, harmony, and prosperity. And so we're still in this chaotic node in between the two worlds, in between 3D, 5D. 4D is fully anchored in. 3D is the foundation, is the roots. It's like the mud that the lotus rises up through fourth dimension into the fifth dimension, into the heavens, and blooms and blossoms. The crown is opening. We're feeling this in our crown chakra, the Bai Hui, as it opens, and the mana, the sacred mana, flows down. The Katika sometimes comes out the top Sushumna, the Sushumna channel runs through the sacred vessel, and this is the sacred drip from heaven, the golden elixir that emanates from the crystal palace at the center of the brain. There's 9 holes, 9 caves of the brain, and the Taoist masters say it's the mud ball until we transform it into the crystal ball, the crystalline. And we do this with the effort of our awareness, of our pure intent, our divine will, and our meditative practices, our spiritual arts. We go through this transformation as we continue to go through and through and through until full compression breakthrough. So let's hold the line, let's hold the love, the light. We are the light keepers, the light bridgers, the light bringers. We're bringing the highest light, the highest love into this realm for all humanity and for Gaia and all sentient beings of the light, to transform this into the new heaven upon the new earth. So thank you for joining us in this great mission. Thank you all very much for your support. We couldn't be doing this work without you. If you'd like to support our work and mission, you can make a pledge or donation to our links at eaglelovecondor.com. Have a most beautiful and blessed day. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.